When I'm creating new things, forgetting about the limitations of mind and time, I realize that I'm in a state of flow where I'm no longer conscious about how I should act or how my future is going to surprise me, or even why I do what I do every day. It is a moment where your attention is only focused on creating. But even if I want to, sometimes I find myself in front of the computer with a blank sheet of paper, wishing for the slightest spark of originality to appear and make me forget about the outside and the invisible rules of universe. Well, this is a question. How do I recover my ability to create? The truth is that for all people it's different. Some people wait for inspiration to come as a gift from heaven, just like that to create. But we can rely on this, otherwise we will just wander around in emptiness waiting for motivation to suddenly strike us. So my advice is feel open to learn. It is impossible to create something new if you're always in the same environment with the same stimuli. So don't be afraid to explore new places, tastes, textures, topics, even people. Go out with people who you are not used to hang out with usually. You can also practice a new skill or sport. So escape from the comfort zone and create a new environment and you will find that new things will begin to inspire you. You will build a new perspective and also be open to failure. It's important to accept that not all the ideas that we consider to be the best are going to flourish the way we really imagine them to. You probably have many ideas and you think some of them are not quite right, but give them a chance to grow and you will see that everything will flow eventually in this world where we all yearn for our expectations to be met as we set them. We don't realize that behind every success there are hundreds of failures and ideas that build your learning base and experience needed to achieve that success. So constant practice and mistakes make us true masters. So I want to share with you some secrets that you can practice. So I want to talk about acetylcholine. And acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that works through the nervous system. It is related to our ability to learn and retain information, also our concentration and attention, as well as keeping us awake and alert and the functions of our sleep. So why it is important? Because low levels of acetylcholine receptors can be causative factors in conditions such as memory disturbances, muscle stiffness, and irregular sleep schedules. Also, it allows us to connect new ideas, maintain our attention, and promote brain neuroplasticity. This means that the proper levels of acetylcholine will also help us with the process of acquiring new knowledge and adapting to new habits. So to have an effective management of this neurotransmitter and get all the benefits, I will give you a series of small but essential tips that you can apply. So first thing is sleep well. This is very important, otherwise you will not be able to concentrate deeply and completely on one thing at a time. So give your brain a rest to process information and improve your performance. The second thing is take care of your food. Eat quality food, healthy fats, magnesium, zinc. You can also take supplements, but I recommend you that follow a diet that meets these nutrients that are good for you, as well as increasing your intake of choline that will help you to regulate your memory and improve your muscle function. It helps cells to communicate better and form new membranes. You can find it in egg yolks, vegetables, also greens, milk, mushrooms, and peanuts. Many others you can search. You will be happy if you like coffee like me, because drinking it also helps you to have better benefits. And the last one is Take care of your insulin levels. I don't mean stop eating carbs and go on strict diets, but quite the opposite. Be aware that you only need a natural amount of insulin that your body produces by not receiving certain caloric food. So when you abstain, you acquire a resistance that creates an insulin deficiency in your brain, which causes the death of a large number of cells, since you don't have the insulin-dependent fuel. So by consuming them in moderation, you create a compensation that reduces the consequent massive impact of insulin. When our brain is in a state of creation, we directly activate the frontal lobe, which includes the prefrontal cortex. It is also in charge of attention, awareness, observation, and planning. When we acquire new knowledge and control our emotional behaviors. When flowing in a creative state, the frontal lobe gathers information we already have from past experiences. And by asking yourself, how can you create something good and new, you will combine different neural networks in new ways to create a new vision and guidance. You'll literally invent a new model from your knowledge, ideas, and connections. So when you enter into a pure state of creation and activate the frontal lobe light, the frontal lobe will in turn decrease the circuits of other regions that do not seem so important to it in order to dedicate itself only to a specific thought. It reduces the perception of the sensory, motor, associative centers and also the sensation of time to give you a creative focus on what you are processing. Since there is a low neural activity, there is no mind to process our sensory, movement, or identity stimuli. It will make your distractions increasingly blurry, so you are in this wonderful state of flow. This is everything I have for you today. I hope this video helps you, and yeah, that's everything. Bye!